You don't need Netflix, you don't need cable. Hop on YouTube, welcome to the hood table, where we chop up local and global events vocally. You don't really wanna miss out on these conversations. Just joke a little, laugh a little, get that wine in your system, fill your glass a little. Expose current events, talk trash a little. You never know, these opinions might clash a little. They addicted to the content, got them binge watching. You don't like it, then you want invited. Bet your friends watching in the house or in your job parking lot before you clocking. They don't wanna miss a second of this HT content. Everybody think they got something to say, so it's an open invitation, bring it to the table. But if you come whack, just know we ain't buying in. We gon' probably turn your back and tell you sorry, try again. Yeah, welcome to the hood table. You don't need Netflix, you don't need cable. Yeah, welcome to the hood table. You don't need Netflix, you don't need cable.
What up, Room Shaker? First one dropped down in the chat. What up? How you doing? Welcome, welcome, welcome. Happy Wednesday, you guys. It is Hump Day Wednesday, and I hope everybody is having a wonderful day, child. Whew. Lord, 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 let me get this party started, okay? If you know what? If we don't love a train wreck, but I think a lot of us love it way too much. And sometimes when you watching, you just can't stop watching. And I'm so glad I continued to watch what the fuck I was watching last night, all the way until somebody tapped out. And I can hear literally snoring at the end of their live and grunting and all kind of shit. Ain't nobody told Lemon that he fell asleep on his live, or maybe delete or edit out the last 2 hours where we was hearing snoring and all kind of other shit. Like, y'all wrong for that. The Lemonettes or Lemonites or whatever the fuck y'all call lemon heads, y'all wrong for that. Y'all need to tell that nigga somebody. Then somebody used to call Lemon and tell him, like, who is the person that's supposed to call him when they think he's doing too much and tell him to just log out? I thought there was a designated person for that. The last time Lemon used to go to sleep on the live, like last year or whenever the fuck that was. But I don't know if y'all just quit y'all jobs or whatever, resign. I fuck this shit. We be waking this motherfucker up every damn night. But anyway, y'all, I was over there on Lemon's panel last night, and a lot of different people hit his panel, including King Payne, Goosey, Big Dot, Shamar, who else? KRN. Who is that? Tiffany. That Tiffany person? Is that the I can't remember right now. But anyway, a lot of people hit the panel last night and was talking to Lemon, and then, you know, they were talking about the show. Obviously, that's what a lot of people is talking about right now. And you guys, please make sure you like and share the video. There it is right there. Please like and share the video on your way in. Thank you so much. But yeah, and one thing that I heard for the first time ever last night, ever hearing Lemon say, y'all might have heard it before, but for the first time ever last night, I heard Lemon say that he loves to be the center of attention. And if that don't say it right there, if that don't explains it all. That explains everything right. I never heard him say that before. Maybe y'all have, but that explains a whole lot to me with like his behavior and how he be acting online and how he be turning up and what's them damn ports he be drinking, or I don't know what the fuck he be drinking, tater ports and shit like that. But anyway, King Payne, you know, he's been, I don't want to say touring, but a lot of people who's been doing content on him and his show, he been hitting their panels. And so he hit Lemon's panel, which I don't believe was the first time. But anyway, he hit his panel, and Lemon was up there telling King Payne, you know, well, first he was apologizing because I guess Lemon thought that maybe he would have overstepped his boundaries because, you know, he was doing a lot, you know, on his shows, discussing the show, discussing the ideas, discussing who should be castmates, you know, things like that, interview process. You know, he was doing a lot. And so he was apologizing to King Payne, and he did it several times, you know, telling him that, you know, and I had even said yesterday that, damn, Lemon is really advocating for this show, but he really has been trying to select people. And he told King Payne he just wants to make sure he's not overstepping. He said, I apologize if I am. I just know, and then King Payne, I figure he would eventually say something in his defense, because a lot of people is like talking bad about the show, even though some people want to be on the show. And he just feels, really passionate about his show, his shit, his platform, his reality shows. And he claims he'd be spending a lot of money on it. It's always been his goal to have a platform like this to do reality shows and TV and things like that. So he's like, I'm not going to let people keep playing on my top, keep talking about my business, trying to disparage my name and things like that. And I said it the other night. I don't blame him. But he said even one of his best friends had told him when he was on Chasing LA, because he had a dream to be on Chasing LA. And his friend was like, nigga, you really think that you're going to go in there? Do you think they're going to like you? And he was like, fuck it. I think that's what a lot of people think when they think of these reality shows, or trying to make it to fame or trying to be famous. They like, if you don't ever get out there, you only live once, you got to take a chance. You got to take a shot. And they either going to say no, or they going to put you in the shit. And so he had the opportunity to be on Chasing LA. And he claims that they really liked him. And after that, that's when he was like, you know what? I think I can do my own show. And welcome to the chat. Please make sure you like and share the video. Hey, Melanated. What up, boo? But yeah, and so Lemon was talking about Snoop, because Snoop had, Snoop had even hit my panel like 3-4 days ago. Snoop been hitting panels too, talking about the show, talking about, she was even in the chat with King Roman the other day, talking about, don't do it, King Roman. It ain't shit. He's not legit. So Lemon was like, regarding Snoop, I know you got into it with certain people, but KP, King Payne, he was like, you know what? Anybody can do it. If anybody think they can do it better, if anybody think they can get a better cast, have a better setup, a better house, that takes a lot of time, a lot of money, things like that. But they were really trying to squash what people are trying to say about don't go because you might get in a fight, because that's one of the pullbacks that KRM was, dealing with, whether he should do it, whether he should not, because he doesn't want to fuck up his brand, which is also understandable. But King Payne was like, only like 4 people. He said it was 10 people in the house and only 4 people got in a fight. So that ratio, that's damn near half. I mean, no, everybody didn't get in a fight, but I can see if only Snoop and that girl, but he said 4 people. But Lemon is trying to go fight. I have never seen Lemon act this way. Like, he wants to fight. He was telling Roman, because Roman looking at him all crazy, like, nigga, why everybody, even Lolo was like, why you keep talking about you going to fight? Why you want to fight? Why you keep bringing that shit up? And he said, because I want to fight, and I'm going to fight this person. If Rico go, I'm going to fight that one. As a matter of fact, let the other Rico go. I'm going to fight that one. Then I found out that King Payne, he said, nah, ain't nobody with the name Rico allowed to come on the show. Why not? Because he said KRN got it in his contract that he is not participating if anybody with the name of Rico is in the show. I thought that was so funny. Like, I don't know how the contracts go. I know that they might talk about business and money, or, advertisement or sponsors, or, different things like that. But for you to just be like, if somebody else is on your show, I won't be on there, and you have that much cred, that much clout to be like, if you put that person on your show. So he must really, really, really want King Roman on the show, along with Lemon, who thinks he's a fucking star. Like, Lemon, I'm the star of the show. I'm the headliner. Carrie was like, are you for real? Are you seriously the star? Did he tell you was going to be the star? And do you think you are going to be the star? Y'all, Lemon was like, I don't think. I know. He said he know that he is going to be the star of the show. He was like, I'm the star and I'm not paying for shit. I'm not paying for my plane ticket. I'm not paying to drive. I'm not driving those 6-8 hours to LA. They was like, well, you could get a Sprinter bus or you could you know, ride share with some other people who are from your area. Lemon was like, hell no, I'm the star. Why is Lemon acting like that, y'all? The only platform that Lemon has ever been on, y'all, is YouTube. And he done already let fame go to his head and he ain't even got on the show yet. Y'all, that shit was so funny. Hey, just Andrea. You said, hold on, let me see what you said. You said if he was the star of the show, he want to show his face, but he don't show his face on the YouTube channel. So what makes me, you know what? He told us that he already sent King Payne some photos, and everybody was like, what photos did you send him? Can we see? Because, you know, a lot of people be clowning him for his eye. I mean, Bree the other day was calling him eye socket. That just took me out. Because for a moment in time, y'all, I was like, who the fuck is eye socket? It went like right over my head. And what up, Noble? How you doing, love? What up? What's up? How you doing? Man, if that shit didn't go over my motherfucking head. And then it hit me. I was like, oh, I should have got that right away because her and Lemon always going back and forth with each other. But yeah, she done called that nigga eye socket. Y'all be doing too much. Y'all be doing too much. And I know other people's live. I ain't gonna stay on here that long. But yeah, that shit was funny. Lemon said he knows he's not the star, even though King Payne didn't necessarily say it. I didn't hear it. Did y'all hear King Payne say that Lemon is gonna be the star? The star? Because I didn't hear that, but then again, I don't catch everything. Y'all already know I don't be catching everything. I be depending on y'all for some shit, okay? I sure be depending on y'all for some shit. But then, you know, Lemon, it seemed like at the beginning of the show, he was really like, I don't know, he seemed, okay, correct me if I'm wrong, but I thought Lemon stopped drinking. I thought Lemon stopped drinking because, man, last night, he was acting like he was white girl wasted. Please correct me if I'm wrong. If Lemon, was he drunk or was he drunk? Was he on that Taylor Port or was he on something else? Because that nigga was lit. That nigga was lit. They was like, Goosey even got up there and said, man, you know how you get secondhand embarrassment? Goosey was like, man, Lemon, this is so embarrassing. He said, you really need help. He said, you really need, I mean, Lemon was, I'm like, is this like one of the auditions to be on the cast? Because he was really turning up and he was acting like out of character. Again, I don't watch him all the time, but when he was calling KRN bitches, and when KRN was like, what you drinking? He said, I'm drinking your mother. You know how Lemon got 25 accents and he was using one of them. He was using, I think he was using like 5 different accents last night, just last night alone on his panel. He was probably using 5 different. He was just switching like he got different personalities. But yeah, and he was like, your mother. And Goosey was like, the fuck? And he said, and I'm drinking your mother's pussy. Oh, now Lemon. Now, you know, the other day he was on KRN's neck. I mean, not KRN, but he was on Jay Wilson's neck, telling him, you know, you shouldn't have said son when you was talking to Ness, because, you know, people always be talking about her being a bad parent. And this dude up there telling him he eating their mother's pussy. Child, you know what? Let me read what you said. People who are starting reality shows love to be on camera and show their face, their body. He does it. So that's a little weird. I was saying in the photos that he sent to to King Payne, did they all have did he have shades on in all the photos? Because that's one thing when he went on the trips with other people, he'd always wear shades because people was always saying something wrong with his eye. And so when he used to come on live on panel, and he will still be wearing shades, so people assume that something was wrong with his eye. I don't know why he ever decided to come on here without no shades or come on the panel, period, without the tape. Because every picture that I saw, I done seen a different angle of his eye. I done seen a different angle each and every time. So I don't know what the fuck is going on. But for a reality show, you're right. You do have to be on. You got to show your whole. You can't just show no headshot. They ain't gonna be like, cut my bottom off, or cut my side off, or only get me on the right, or only get me on the left. Ain't none of that. Ain't none of that. They want all of you. All of you. You said, what is that? What he said last? Yes, he said that last night. I promise you. Then he was telling KRN that he was fake as fuck and he ain't fucking with him no more. And I was like really thinking, like, why the fuck he going in on KRN? Because it wasn't making sense to me, because I didn't even know that, or I never thought that they fell out, or they sometimes throw a little shade at each other and stuff like that. But I didn't think they really had an issue. But turns out the reason why he was talking mad shit to KRN last night was because he talking about KRN stole his content. You know what? Now, we all saw what happened. KRN was live before Lemmy. Miss Toby hit his link, because I was watching I watched the replay. Miss Toby hit his link, and then Lemon hit the link, and then other people hit the link, and Lemon brought up the show. And so everybody else, it's like the biggest topic, the biggest storyline right now. So everybody talking about it. I've been talking about it. Jay Wilson been talking about it. Other people been talking about it. So yeah, as you can assume, people in the chat was asking questions and sharing their opinions and telling KRN, don't do it, don't go, none of this. And so Lemon, he was trying to act like he was offended because he claims that because Lemon was supposed to be going live later to discuss it and have King Payne, everybody came to KRN's, including King Payne and Snoop and everybody. They was at KRN's panel. So I guess Lemon has spoke to KRN, behind the scenes on the phone. And he had told him, he was talking to him about the show or whatnot. And then KRN came live. But KRN said he didn't come live to try to steal his content. He came live because he said just to be funny, because Bree was live and she said she was going to redirect to Shaquille. So, King Roman, he was being petty. So he struck up a live and he was like, open panel. Open panel. So that's what happened. That's why King Roman ended up going live after Bree, because he was trying to be funny, probably take the crowd away from Shaquem or whatever, just being petty. And so that's what King Roman was trying to explain. And Lemon was like, nah, that's fucked up. Fuck you. Call them bitches and everything. And I was like, is King Roman going to keep letting him talk to him like that? I'm like, is this an audition? Is this a play? Because, sometimes we don't be knowing is they playing on our top, because they like to do that shit a lot. People in this sector like to do that shit a lot, be playing in your face, playing on your top, running these plays, and we be up here thinking like, I don't want to feel stupid and be believing all this shit that people be doing, and then come to find out they was lying. So that's why I'm always a little skeptical when I hear shit in the past. But for this particular storyline, I do not believe it's a play. I mean, King Payne is really putting season 3 together, and he's looking for people. And you don't have to be in the B sector. You go to lituationnetwork.com. He said, click on casting call, click on the link, the icon, and you can apply to be auditioned and interviewed. So yeah. It is that part at least is real. But yesterday Lemon was doing so much I at first thought he was even faking being drunk because he was just, I mean, he was slurring so much and just talking so weird and sounding so weird. And I was like, nah, because people have said that before in the past that they think Lemon really be faking like he drunk sometimes. And I was like, nah, that nigga, he's drunk. He's drunk. As the show kept going on and on and on, I was like, yeah, he's drunk. He was fucked up. He was fucked up. But KRN, he was like, you need to slow your roll. You need to slow your roll. You're going too far now. You're going too far now. He's like, I ain't about to be one too many of your bitches, and I'm not gonna he said I'm not gonna apologize or I'm not gonna feel some type of way about the show that he had before Lemons because he said he did not start that live to discuss the show. He just did it to be funny because Bree had said she was gonna redirect to Shakim. And so, how people are sometimes. They don't like when people go on live on top of them. Some people feel like we all should have a motherfucking time period when we should go live. And me personally, I believe that you can go live whenever the fuck you want. I personally, if I see somebody that I really support live, I won't go live unless it's just something. I might have done it a few times in the past 6, 7, 8 years, but it's not something I practice. If I see somebody live like Deanna or Charlie or any of my booze, Sislo or just anyone, I'll be over there watching. And then I'll wait till they go live, or I'll just be like, shit, I don't feel like it anymore. I'll do it later. But I do try to support my closest ones on here when I do go live. But KRN was like, fuck that shit. Lemon was like, well, that just makes me look fucked up. It makes me look like I'm just up here repeating your content. But ain't that what we all do? That is literally what we all do. We all repeat each other's content. And a lot of people, they take from it. It's so many people on here that be going live for hours and hours and hours and hours. And ain't no way people with lives and jobs and family, we can be on here watching every single thing. So a lot of times we look forward to the people doing the recaps. We might watch some of the actual show. And if we can't get it all in, we like to do we like to watch people recaps. I like to watch people shows. And I like to watch their recaps, but I ain't gonna lie to you and tell you I'm gonna watch your whole 10, 8, 9, 12-hour show. Hell no, I'm gonna go somewhere where I know they do a good recap. Shit, who is that? Dang, I can't remember now. Oh God, the dude with the dreads. Why I can't remember his name? The Yard. He called his people the Yardigans. Y'all know who I'm talking about. I love watching him. His replays especially. Why can't I think of his name? T-Mobile. Y'all know who the fuck I'm talking about. I feel bad because I can't remember his name and I watch him like every fucking time he's live. But anyway, you said you have a question. What's your question? Please ask your question. Ask your question, boo. Thank you, Melanated Official D Spot. I love him. And I always watch his lives. And forgive me, ODS, if you happen to watch and see that I forgot who. I'm like, I know the name of his peoples. I know where he works. I know what hairstyle he wears. I know what he looked like. I just could not form the words for his name. I'm like, who is it? Who is it? Who is it? I hate that shit. I'm getting old. That's all that was. Too much smoking in my heyday. Okay. Old age along with smoking a lot when you're younger. Mm-hmm. It's not a good combination for your memory. Let me tell you that much. But yeah, just Andrea. I don't know if she's still in here, but she did say she had a question. What up, Tay? How you doing? Yes. Welcome to the hoodies. But yes. So still ask your question if you're still in here, Andrea. I don't know what you want to ask, but I'll try to answer. Or And if anybody wants to hit the link, feel free. I'll drop the link if anybody wants to hit the link. But otherwise, I'm just going to carry on with my little commentary because I told y'all I was not going to be on here for long. Excuse me. You tired? I understand, child. I am tired too. I understand. Okay, I just dropped the link just in case anybody wants to hit the link. But yeah, so last night when Lemon was going in on KRN, he said, we be speaking to each other behind the scenes, and I just be feeling like you be throwing shade at me, and I always have your back, and you don't be having my back. And I was like, where is all this coming from? But evidently they talked and discussed it after the show, behind the scenes. And, obviously that would be the case, right? If Lemon's going around trying to recruit people for the show, he would probably most likely be speaking to them behind the scenes, either in the DMs on IG. And some of them don't have each other's phone numbers. So, that wasn't surprising, I'm sure, for most people. But he said, I talked to you about my plans, and then he felt like since KRM went live before him, Lemon was like, I just feel like I'm a repeat. KRM was like, you know what? First of all, I ain't apologizing for shit because I didn't steal your show. And I'm not into that stealing content type of thing or that content gang. KRM was like, I'm not into that. So don't be accusing me of that. But yeah, he was accusing KRN of always trying to crush him or come at him. Child, it was a lot. It was a lot. And then you know what? Do y'all know what? Lemon was like, because Shamar had hit the panel by then. Shamar had hit the panel, and Lemon said, Shamar, you know what? KRN wants to fuck you. Now, KRN was already trying to deal with the bullshit, right? He was trying to deal with Lemon. He was telling Lemon, calm down. He was telling Lemon to conduct his show. He's being a little disrespectful. Talking about he want to eat. He's eating, said he was eating King Roman's mom and said he was eating Goosey's mama's puss and shit like that. I mean, King Roman was trying to let him, do his show. But then after he said, Shamar, I think KRN wants to fuck you. Y'all see how fast KRN dropped from that panel? What up, Jess Andrea? How you doing?
All this stuff happened last night.
Man, I'm telling you, I was watching.
I'm just saying, I'm confused. I'm just asking some questions. I'm just trying to get some answers. I got questions. Okay. So, I mean, I watch reality TV. Okay. I'm a big time reality TV. I watch The Housewives. I watch Love and Hip Hop. I watch the Sister Wives show. I watch the Mormon show. I'm like, all these people show they show themselves. All these people, they show themselves. So I'm confused if Lemon is always behind the camera. He don't really want to show himself. And he the star? And he the star. Come on now.
Girl, Lemon said,
come on now.
When Karen said, did King Payne tell you you're the star of the show? He said, nope. He said, but I know I'm the star. I'm the star. And I was like, oh, okay, he is really, girl.
Okay. I just laid out. I told you I'm a reality TV junkie. I watch reality TV. None of them people are sitting behind no camera. They want to show themselves. If they are stars, they want to be in front of the camera for everybody to see them. So if he wants to be a star, I'm just giving him some pointers, okay? He can take me or leave it. If he wants to be a star, how come he don't come on camera? I'm just saying.
Last night he even said, he said I should come on camera, and he said no, but I'm not. And then KRN even said, "Come on camera. Why don't you come on camera? Come on camera now." Yeah. He was like, nope.
Yeah, I'm just confused. I'm like, what are we talking about? I mean, like I don't do stupid. I don't think about stupid shit and dumb shit. If you're gonna be a reality star, okay, you're gonna be a star. How are you the star of the show when you don't even show yourself? That don't make no sense to me.
And they're gonna be following you around. I mean,
right.
They can show you from head to toe. They might even show you laying down in your bed sleeping.
Exactly. So I'm like, see this right here. I call this bullshit.
Do you think he's really not going to go?
I don't give a care because you know what? Sometimes my friend, she a good person. She said, "What's definitely insanity? Doing the same damn thing." No, I don't do stuff like that. Okay, no, that's why I be like, when they said that? Because I was in bed sleep last night. I had to go to work this morning. Okay, no, see, that's that stupid shit. But I did have a question for you. Okay.
Go ahead.
How you feel about I watch Sean Davy Way. They said 10,000 people have called CPS on Krishan Rock.
I'm gonna be honest and say I don't follow that. I have to be honest. I don't know what's going on with them people.
That is interesting to me. Okay, this nonsense right here. That's interesting to me. That's why I be watching and be over there. Okay, that's interesting to me because this right here. I don't got time for that. I'm about to turn 51 at the end of the month. I'm too old for shit like this. It's like That's why y'all don't see me that much on here because I sometimes the insanity is. For me, I can't do it. And that's why I was like, I try to, when I watch Lemon when I'm about to go to bed and then I'm about to fall asleep. That's when I watch Lemon. That's when I watch it.
I can't watch the whole show because it be late and I'm just like you. I gotta sleep. So sometimes when I get up, if I hear something really interesting or crazy went on over there, I'll go over there and watch, but I won't sit there and watch even if you put that shit on double time, that's still hours and hours and hours. Like,
I feel like, man, that's why I'm older. I'm an older woman. I got a life. I got children who going to school, who get straight A's. I don't have time for that mess. So that's why I said I watch him, and then I'm not going back and watching. I'm sorry, I gotta hear from something else. I'm not going back and watching the show. If I don't hear it, I'll get a review from you or somebody else. I'm not going back and watch that.
Yeah, and that's how I am. A lot of times I'll watch people do the recaps, and then I might pull a little bit from the actual show, and then I might pull some from the recaps. But the recap game is where it's at and I don't care if anybody recap off of me. I don't give a fuck. But he was really offended when KRN had King Payne, and it ain't like he said King Payne hit the panel. King Payne just happened to drop down in the chat, and he hit the panel because he's like, everybody saying something about my show, some negative, some positive, but he just came to, talk about it a little bit, and people was asking questions, and Lemon thought that what KRN did was fucked up because he knew he was going live and going to have King Payne on his show later.
I'm still confused of the star not showing they still. I'm confused about that. Because I'm like, all the reality shows I watch, they love to be on camera, okay?
Girl, we gonna see. I couldn't believe it either. I could not believe it either. And he talking about he turning up, he's fighting. He's talking about I'm fighting everybody. He said, nigga, I know how to fight. And then, they talking like, nigga, you wasn't doing all this when you was in Vegas with people. And he was like, oh, y'all saw that side of me. When I know I got a goal or a mission or something to accomplish, I'm gonna be on another level. And he said, then after I'm done, I'll get back on that other level y'all know me as. I'm like, what the fuck?
What? Fight? I was like, wait, my friend asked me, Trey, when the last time you had a fight? Last time I had a real fight? High school, because I'm grown now.
I know, right?
like high school, stuff like that. Just like I'll be thinking, I have kids. I have 4 children. Well, I'm gonna look. My daughter just celebrated her birthday over the weekend. She's 28. What I look like as a 50-year-old woman fighting? Like what?
I sure ain't trying to fight. That's why I said, I share my peace with me everywhere I go. Peace keep me still.
Yeah.
I don't be fighting. The last time I got in a fight, that was when I remember, because I talked about it before, when my son was getting jumped, my oldest son, and I jumped in to help. But that was still a minute ago. Like, I ain't been in no fight.
Because I'm not trying to hurt my foot and be up for 6 months.
My knees already bad.
Right.
Already bad.
Right, like it's a time and a place, and like when you're older and you can break your hip, you can break your foot and be up for 6 months. No, I'm thinking no, I'm good.
Hell no. I definitely ain't trying. I'm not trying to go anywhere where I think, because like King Payne, he said on Lemons or KRN's one of their panels, he said out of the 10 people in the house last time, only 4 got in the fight. I said, well, that's like 50%.
Right. Like I'm not gonna be in a house with somebody where I lay my head and potentially I gotta fight. No, I'm good. No, I'm
Girl,
good.
hell no. Then Max Krabby Crack, no, she was like, oh, I'll go, but if I go, I gotta have my own Airbnb and I gotta have my own spot, and anybody can come stay with me. They said, no, you gotta be in the same house.
Yeah, and then I'm like, wait a minute. So like, what y'all having fights and not getting paid? Nah, I'm good too. See, I don't work for free. Okay, I'm sorry, I just don't. Sometimes it's just.
Yeah, when he was explaining the payment, he was saying it's like an affiliate link. So you got to have people like subscribe to you, and then you get paid a certain percent of money from the people who subscribe to you. And then if like your subscribers cancel, a month or something, your pay goes down. I said, that's how they get paid.
Oh, okay. Well, okay. See, I see. I'm just.
That's how they get paid. I'm really thinking they're gonna get some lump sum checks, or get money over time. Every time something plays.
Wow. Well, you answered my question, girl. Thank you, because I'm like, huh? What?
Well, you went to sleep last night and you heard snoring and grunting for like 2 hours.
See, why y'all sit there? Why y'all sit there and listen to that?
I did. I fast forwarded. I fast forwarded to it. Not fast forward. I just sit there the whole 2 hours and listen. I was just fast forwarding and stopping here and there, and I would hear.
See, I blame the audience. I blame the audience for this stupidity right here. I'm like, what? Y'all, no. I don't know. I guess my taste and my taste as I'm got older that don't faze me. It's like stupidity. Okay, I got a grandchild. No.
Well, I know you. I don't know how close you probably been following my B sector content, but I haven't done B sector content since like last March. It's been like almost a whole year. I haven't done no B sector content, and then I just started doing it at the beginning of this year.
It's like the reason I got into the B sector, it was because back in the day my mother was sick, so I had to get myself occupied. But now life has changed for me dramatically. I'm a grandmama now. I got 4 kids, and I got 2 adults and 2 little ones that's in junior high and 6th grade. So life has changed for me, and some nonsense don't make sense to me, and sometimes I don't want to bring that spirit around my people. So no, I don't want that. And sometimes
I understand. I absolutely understand. That's why.
Yeah, because I ask you
too.
You have to ask yourself, okay, I'm watching this nonsense, but yet still I have 2 kids that is operational. I'm watching this nonsense. I have a grandchild that's is coming up. He watch stuff on YouTube. Then he watch adult YouTube, but he watch the kid YouTube. It's like I don't think some of this shit don't make no sense to me. So,
a lot of it don't make sense, and a lot of times I do believe that people be running plays and playing on our top.
Right.
But you can look at it that way, and you can also look at it type of way. A lot of people watch a lot of fuck ass reality TV too. You know what I'm saying? So
at least I know my reality TV. People are getting paid, okay, for that nonsense.
So a lot of these people get paid by YouTube. So
right.
And if you think about it in a certain type of way, I've always said that I feel like YouTube is kind of like a reality TV show as well. We might not follow people around all day, for their shenanigans, but they come on here every day discussing their lives and all kind of other bullshit, and they're getting in fights and whoop, whoop, whoop. And a lot of them do make a lot of money every month. Not me. Not
right.
Me.
Right.
I get most of my money from work, but not from YouTube.
Yeah, but I mean, don't get me wrong. I'll check in every day. Now I might need a laugh. I'll check in, but sometimes.
Well, girl, if you would have watched that shit last night, you would have been like, I was cracking up. I really was. I was like, what the fuck is wrong with this? King Roman was the girl. And then you know how King Roman when he come on cam, like sometimes when he behind cam and he get riled up and he turn that cam on and he look dead in your face. Lemon was like, I don't give a fuck if you turn that motherfucking camera on, nigga.
He must have been real drunk last night. He must have been real drunk, okay? Because that, and then I know when he started getting drunk, that's when I'll be leaving, because I like when he's sober, okay? He cool, but when he get drunk, that shit is, I'm good.
Girl, but I'm saying when I first came on, I said at the beginning it seemed like he was, drinking and stuff, but I said, but I thought he was no longer drinking. So I was like, correct me if I'm wrong, but I thought then when Goosey came up there and said, man, this is so embarrassing. You really need to get some help before this destroys you. He was like, you die. And Goosey
oh no. Oh no. See, I don't got time for this. Oh my God, no.
It was a lot.
But thank you for letting me come up and ask the question, girl.
Anytime. Like, I hope I can answer. I don't know what you got to ask.
I just want to know, because I was like, wait a minute. If he the star, he don't show himself. I'm just asking some questions. So I'm just like, okay, so maybe this is gonna give him a chance and a nerve to come on camera since he want to be the star of the show. Okay, if that's gonna help him get his nerve to come on camera since he want to be the star of the show.
Girl, well, you heard him say, I don't know if you heard last night, but he said, and I never heard that before, but he said he loves being the center of attention. That's what he said on this show last night. I was like, well, now that explains everything.
So he loved being a train wreck? I'm just asking the question. He loved being a train wreck? Okay.
He loved giving us a train to watch.
Okay, I'm just saying, he loved being a train wreck. Okay. Well, thank you.
Okay.
Thank you. Right. Drop me, please. Can you drop me, please?
Oh yeah, I got you.
Thank you.
All right. Oh Lord. Oh, that's a lot. Okay. So speaking of King Roman is officially going to be a judge on Dragon's lip singing challenge competition, whatever you want to call it. Just Krista, she said she's canceling hers. She was gonna do one the same night as Dragons, but she changed her mind. Bree had backed out of being a judge for Dragons. Pizza was like, fuck that, I'm backing off. I'm bowing out. I don't know if Pizza changed her mind. Excuse me. And decided to do it again, or I don't think so, because when I was just looking at the do I still got it up? Let me go to Dragon Dome. Okay, I saw Dragons had posted a really nice, picture too. Hold up, let me see here. Dragon Dome. She had posted a really nice flyer. Here it is. Excuse me. Okay, it said, "Let's go, King Roman," in capital letters. It's showtime. That's what Dragon posted on her wall about 7 hours ago. Lip sync battle hosted by Dragons. What is he? And King Roman. So I guess that's the only two people. That's the only two people that's going to be judging. And I mean, you don't have to have a lot of people to judge. Sometimes I do believe that some of these challenges be having too many judges. But but then again, I guess if it's a whole lot of contestants, I guess, having maybe more than a few judges might work really well. But yeah. But anyway, yeah, King Roman, I did hear him say that, he's also, I had heard this already, but I knew that he was already going to be with Big Brenda for her high heel contest as well. He was going to be a judge over there again, because I think he was before. But he did say that he wanted K-Fit, his boo, K-Fit, to join the high heel contest on Big Brenda's. But he said he knew that since he is already a judge, that if K-Fit, joined as a contestant, that people would think it was already going to be biased. before it even started. So he said Kay is not going to join, even though I know Kay Fit can wear the hell out of some heels. I done seen her foots in some heels, and boy, she can wear the hell out of some stilettos. Okay, everybody can't wear it. No, I can't get in those. The way my knees set up and my thighs and my back. Sure, ain't no way in hell. But for those of y'all who can still get in them high heels and wear them stilettos, step on, child. Step the fuck on. But yeah, so I'm still looking forward to Dragons Challenge, as I've been saying over and over. I'm looking forward to seeing, who's going to be all the contestants, and I'm just looking forward to seeing if they can, keep up with the song and be actually in sync with the song and the words and all that kind of shit. But yeah, so it is what it is. It is what it is. I'm gonna I don't know if Roman came live today. I'm gonna have to see if he came live today, because I'm sure Lemmy gonna come live tonight. I think Manco TV Envy, I think he's live right now, because I just checked around to see who might be live. But me, I always gotta get in where I fit in. People can watch the replay if they happen to be somewhere else, if they fuck with me on that level. But yeah, but after Lemon told Shamar that he thinks KRN wants to fuck him, KRN dropped off of that panel. Lolo dropped off of that panel. Shamar ended up leaving and left that nigga right there, sleep on the motherfucking panel. Sleep on the motherfucking panel by himself for damn near 2 hours before the damn show went off. And thank God he had tape. Oh, thank God he had tape, because after the backdrop picture left, then for like the grip, it was just, how it looks when somebody has tape over their thing and they got the camera on. Yeah, that's what it looked like for like the last 2 hours or so on there. But yeah, thank God he had some camera on that motherfucker, because we done seen people think that they shit is off and they walking past the camera naked. We didn't even see that before, naked and eating in their bed, walking around, and balls and things are swinging everywhere. We done seen that shit. Have we not? Yes, we have, y'all. Yes, we have. So thank God he had his camera taped up or whatever. But yeah, that was a mess. That was a mess. Thank God for the tape. But yeah, y'all. So anyway, I told you I wasn't going to be before y'all long. I just came on here to give my little bit of what I saw from a few panels. But please make sure you guys like and share the video on your way out if you didn't already do it on your way in. If you want to donate to the platform, please feel free to drop a cash app, $ the hood table 402. Okay. Super chats. Okay. But like and shares are free. Thank you so much. Stay safe, be blessed, remain vigilant at all times, and always remember to keep it hood. I'm out. Bye.